All right, today we are talking about an ancient grain that has modern scientists doing a double take. Now, it's been a food staple for millions of people for centuries, but its hidden power is just now really coming into the spotlight. So, what on earth makes this one grain so special? I know that's a pretty big question, right? But stick with me, because the evidence we're seeing suggests sorghum isn't just another carb on your plate. It's a grain that has some incredible secrets packed inside. Secrets that could totally change how we think about food being medicine. You know, when we think of grains like wheat or rice or corn, we think of energy, right? Starch, protein, and yeah, that's what they give us. But sorghum, it's playing a completely different game. Seriously, it's been called a pharmacological powerhouse. Why? Because it is loaded with unique compounds that you just don't find in those other common staples. So, what is this secret weapon? Well, it all comes down to its color. The rich, deep pigments in some types of sorghum, they aren't just there to look good. They are the actual source of its incredible health benefits. Okay, the key compounds have a real mouthful of a name, 3-deoxyanthocyanidins. We're just going to call them 3DXs. Now, the word itself isn't what's important. The crucial part is their stability. Think about blueberries. They're full of antioxidants, which is great, but a lot of those delicate compounds get destroyed by heat when you cook them, or even by your own digestion. Sorghum's 3DXs are built different. A tiny little tweak in their chemical structure makes them unbelievably tough. And this shows you exactly what that toughness means. You can cook sorghum and these powerful pigments hold together. They survive the super acidic journey through your stomach. And what this all means is that the good stuff, the bioactive compounds, actually get absorbed into your body where they can finally get to work. The medicine literally makes it from the field all the way to your cells. Okay, so what happens when these compounds actually get to work in the body? Well, the research we're seeing suggests that sorghum acts like a highly trained bodyguard for our cells, fighting off disease on a bunch of different fronts. Let's start with a big one, cancer. And this isn't just a single action, it's like a coordinated three-pronged attack. First, sorghum's compounds can trigger something called apoptosis, which is basically telling a cancer cell to hit its own self-destruct button. Second, it gets in the way of angiogenesis. It cuts off the blood supply that tumors desperately need to grow, effectively starving them. And third, it protects our DNA from the get-go by neutralizing those nasty free radicals that can cause cell mutations in the first place. But sorghum's benefits don't stop there, not even close. It's also a total game changer for our metabolic health. It's known as a slow-release grain, and that property is absolutely vital for anyone trying to manage their blood sugar or diabetes. This chart just says it all, doesn't it? After you eat typical starches, boom, you get that huge fast spike in blood sugar. Now look at the response from sorghum. It's a much lower, slower, more gradual rise. This is exactly what you want. It prevents that dangerous sugar rush that puts so much stress on your entire system. So how does it pull off this trick? Well, think of the enzymes that break down carbs in your body like workers on a super fast assembly line, just churning starch into sugar. The compounds in sorghum are like the line supervisor, stepping in and saying, hey, let's slow things down a bit. It slows that conversion, which gives your body time to manage the sugar. And on top of that, it helps your cells become more sensitive to insulin, making the whole system work way more efficiently. And there's more. We've got to talk about heart health. For our cardiovascular system, sorghum is a true powerhouse. Its compounds can help lower that LDL, or bad cholesterol. Its special acids also help relax the muscles inside your blood vessels, which means better circulation and healthier blood pressure. Plus, by fighting all that oxidative stress, it helps prevent the plaque buildup that can clog up arteries. So we've covered our cells, our metabolism, and our hearts. But there's another massive benefit that makes sorghum so important for a huge number of people today. It's naturally 100% gluten-free. And this right here is such a key difference. A lot of gluten-free flours, the ones made from white rice or potato starch, they're safe, sure, but they can be pretty empty nutritionally speaking. Sorghum isn't just a substitute, it is a serious upgrade. It comes packed with fiber, iron, and protein. For someone with celiac disease or a gluten sensitivity, this makes it a truly medicinal replacement. And this brings us to this final, really powerful idea that just ties everything we've talked about together. And that idea is resilience. People call it the camel of crops. I mean, how perfect is that? It just beautifully captures this grain's ability to survive and even thrive in really harsh, dry climate, where other crops like corn or wheat would just give up. And that's not just a cute nickname, it's a biological fact. Sorghum has this massive root system to go searching for water, and get this, it can go dormant during a drought and then just come back to life when the rain finally returns. In a world that's facing climate change and water shortages, having a crop that needs so few resources it's absolutely essential for our future food security. And this right here is the big takeaway. The very same chemical toughness that lets it survive heat and drought out in the field is what allows its medicinal compounds to survive the heat of cooking and the acid of digestion inside of us. Its resilience literally transfers. So as we're all looking for ways to make ourselves healthier and our food system stronger, the answer might be hiding in plain sight. In this ancient, unbelievably tough grain, could the camel of crops help make us more resilient too? Based on everything we're learning, that feels like a question really worth thinking about.